All right, welcome back, CIK Project Kart. We have the front end set up at, right now it's at 47. And I love this song. I love this radio station from Sarnia, Ontario that we get over here. They play, it's like being at a high school reunion or something. It's all the music from when I was 18 to 22 years old. Yeah, the nerfs aren't going to sit on an angle like that. It's what we've got to deal with. We're just looking at these nerfs pushed all the way up against the chassis here and inside the tubes, right? It's all the way, that's as far in as it'll go. It's bottomed out. We've determined that our pod's about 6 inches wide from the mounting surface to the outside. We're using the white Unico pods, but same thing. So what we'll do is we'll get these stubs cut off and we'll get everything metal finished. We'll clamp some more wood or one big piece of wood to the bottom to simulate the bottom of the chassis so the nerfs will sit right on it and flat. Then we'll have to decide how long our new tubes need to be to get our pod out on that angle that we want, right? Like I said, we measured and it looked like we were at about 6 inches. Hold on, I'm trying to. About 6 inches is the width of those Unico pods. And you see that puts us about right here. About 2 inches inboard. You don't want 2 inches of your tire hanging out, you know, even if that thing comes down and it might come out another maybe half an inch. It's not going to help us. We're gonna need to get all this going and get the Nerf bars to fit the new footprint, 55 across the back, which is where we're at, 47. I didn't want to go out to 48. We're already about a third of the way off the end of the rotor hub. I don't think we're going to need to go any wider than that, man. It looks pretty big now. So 47, 55. Man, it's a lot wider than it was set up, as you can see. I'm not cutting Larry down, but these hubs should be the same distance on either side because the chassis is symmetrical. Even though your seat might be over to one side to compensate for the engine, we had to move this one a full inch and this one half an inch, maybe a hair more, to get out to 55 inches. So we got a new axle coming. That one's butched. We'll get the right length. And that'll be the last, besides the gas tank, last piece that we're going to buy. Everything else is going to be, you know, scrubbing it up, changing it up, fixing it up, prettying it up. Beautification, the beautification of the Renspeed chassis. And we'll get this thing, hopefully, God willing, knock wood, we'll have her ready to go for the test in April. The kart will be done, whether, you know, the engine is still, we're not exactly sure. The cylinder that came with the motor it's got a new piston in it, but the Nickel is botched. And we're not going to try to run a brand new piston over top of that botched Nickel. It's a smoking fast cylinder though. It's a Sweet Tech engine. So I bought a replacement cylinder. It's a newer model. It's a 2001. The one that's hurt is a 99, I believe, and it's an SRS from Texas modified, but it's not a Sweet Tech. You know, it's not the Sweet. I mean, you can look at the ports, and you can see the Sweet Tech one just looks faster. So, and I don't know if the new piston will fit the cylinder that is usable, the backup cylinder that I bought. So we'll worry about that, man, when we get to that point. We're so far away from that point right now, it's not funny. But got the front rotors are on the way. They'll be here tomorrow. CKS did have a right and left. So look at that. We're in business. We'll have everything we need to get our brakes in order. Yep. We're going to be plugging away, cutting, grinding now, man. Getting her going. And we're preparing an area over here so we can make a great big mess. Godspeed. God bless you all. Hang in there. She's coming around. What do you think, Randy? Glenda? Huh? She's looking like a little bit more modern setup now. Look at that back bumper. It ain't even close to being wide enough. Luckily, I got the big plastic one. All right, y'all. Hang in there. Godspeed. We're praying for you. It'll get better. It already is.